Welcome back. As promised, Ben is going to tell us the origin of the epic. You know what? I'll just fill in the gaps. I don't remember his origin, but I remember we both used iFunny in middle school, and then Ben was like, "Check out this sick new app. It's called Meme Droid." And then we used a Meme Droid for a while, and then I stopped using both. I'm assuming you stopped using Meme Droid because it's just shit.
Well, it's because I found iFunny again.
You rediscovered. When did you rediscover iFunny for the dark evil that it is?
Probably around 2015.
Oh, you got him once. Nice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what he said. I tried to point at it for you. Probably around 20... I didn't know you've been on iFunny for 5 years since you came back.
Yeah,
I thought it'd been like 3 years.
It's been a while.
There was that. Remember that period of time I referred to iFunny as your culture, and it pissed you off so much.
It does.
I don't say it. I don't say it anymore though. I'm bringing it up as a joke though because Fine. You know what? Fine, Ben. I'm gonna hit you with. I remember this like once a month, and it's like really repressed. So it has to dig itself out of the grave for me to remember it. No.
I hate to see it.
But so when I was in 5th grade, so. I was mentally, I was kind of a late bloomer on the whole what is sex thing. Being fully honest, I was not really clued into the whole, what is sex, horny child thing until I was maybe really late, maybe 13, which is I think is pretty late now personally. Took me a while though compared to most kids. Anyway, the kids that were first were Nick and Tad in my elementary school class, and they were like best friends. So I remember, this is so repressed. I don't think I've ever told anybody this because it's so awful. I only remember seeing it on a computer. Nick and Tad were on the computers in the 5th grade classroom, and I was also there. And they were just looking up funny images and making each other laugh. And I remember a Google image post. It was a Google image, and it said, "Farting makes me horny." When I was 10, and I had no idea what that meant. I had absolutely no clue. And they were laughing about it, and I remember it because I did no idea what they were laughing about, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't know for years, but now it connected to my brain, and I was like, oh my god.
I can't believe about that.
No, and have you heard that story before?
No, I've never told
I've never told anybody that. But I really wanted to tell it on the show because I thought it was so awful. And it was and then the art, there's a little picture there too, and it was one of those boomer comic guys in a bathrobe holding a cup of coffee tooting. It was the worst thing ever.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah. That was horrible. I was awful because it doesn't. And it never will.
Okay. Or whatever you say.
he does this to me all the time. I'm like, "Hey Ben, funny gross thing." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, that's you." And I'm like, "No, it isn't." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever you say." And I'm like, "Oh my god, shut up."
See, you use 3D to your advantage there.
I don't know about that.
Do you want me to tell my other scary story in this regard? Sure. I have another one. Ben's probably heard it before. One time we were my best friend in 4th and 5th grade. He was one of these guys who was on the whole I know what sex is train really early because he had older brothers. He had 2 older brothers, so he knew really early. So one time we were at another friend's house having a sleepover. Mimi died because bats.
I was trying to duck.
Can you duck? You can't duck in this game.
No, me too. You can.
Okay, so anyway, I swear to God.
Oh, almost.
I swear to God this is true. This actually happened. We were at one of our other friends' houses having a sleepover, and he was just trying to show me animated Naruto porn on Newgrounds. I'm not kidding at all. And it was really crude. It was really crudely Newgrounds animation quality. But dude, Hinata was fucking sucking Naruto's dick, and it was the worst thing ever. And I was I want to go. I actually remember being I just want to go play fucking WarioWare in the other room with my friends. Why are you making me look at this? I don't want to see this. I can't say it was like upsetting me because I didn't know what the fuck was happening because I was like 9, right?
Yeah.
But I was like not down with that at all.
Yeah.
That was not cool. We just had some kids in our class that were like that.
I can't remember anyone like that in my class.
Well, I'm talking about like what my best
Yeah.
friend in 4th grade, Vinny.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually crazy that we were best friends because we had a falling out. We were in 5th grade. We were so different. It's like me and Jonah, but even more, right?
Yeah.
And Vinny are like so different. Just spin easy. He just took the damage and his invincibility just kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh, nice. Did you know that was there?
Nope.
Nice. No, well done. Just hear him mashing. Kyle, when we were recording Neptunia, Kyle brings over his rock candy Xbox controller.
Uh-huh.
The clicking on that controller is really loud. I'm sure you can
Okay.
hear it if you've watched any of the episodes.
I have not.
I thought you were gonna be like smug, like I haven't. Did you watch any of the Sonic ones you were in?
Nope.
That's fine.
Why would I watch them? I'm in them. I lived it.
I lived it. The only people that haven't seen Star Wars Ted lived the Star Wars Ted. They lived it. They were in the Star Wars. Anyway, so those are some fun, traumatic stories when I was a child.
That's
I wasn't like sexually abused or anything. Nothing like actually bad happened. It was just my weird mature friends being like creepy
The
gross.
Shining.
Do you know? Actually, okay. I feel like this is a good moment. I can just lay out the story of my falling out with my best friend Vinny when I was in 4th grade because I honestly haven't talked about this in forever.
Yeah.
I talked about this. I had to talk about this so much when I was in 4th and 5th grade that I just haven't talked about it forever. So Jackson, do you know who Vinny is? Who I'm talking about?
I don't.
You didn't know he was in my grade at Ingram. Kyle knows who he is.
I know who he is.
Yeah, because he hung out with us a lot.
Well, also, like, high school, he was in one of my classes.
Yeah, he was in that one class. He was in the sexism class.
Yeah, he was such an ass.
We have an episode about the sexism class airing for Neptunia soon.
Oh,
in a couple
fun.
days. Anyways, here's what happened, Jackson. The gist of it is, me and one day we were sleeping. He was sleeping over at my house. Okay, he was kind of mischievous, sort of troublemaker-y. My parents didn't dislike him, but he was a nice kid. He was a little mischievous, right? One time, my sister had this Sleeping Beauty doll. Okay, it was like a pretty standard like kind of plush doll, right? It was in my room for whatever reason. Vinny and so at the time I was probably about 9. I was probably 9, and my sister was a little kid. She was 5 or 4 or whatever. And he takes a green Sharpie and he writes.
How did I get
He's
past
living
that?
on the edge? Jesus. He takes a green Sharpie and he writes "sweeping building" on the back of it in Sharpie, right?
Yeah.
So we just kind of throw the doll under my bed. We don't I didn't stop him. I didn't enable him either, though. I was just kind of there. And I thought, of course, he was like, it's funny, right? And like, I thought it was funnier because he said it was funny, right?
Yeah.
And so we throw it under the bed. Nothing comes of it for a while. Now I'm going to be really clear on this part, Jackson. The only people there were me and Vinny. Nobody else was there, okay? So the doll...
I can't tell my truth.
You were there?
I'm 100% sure I was there.
Oh, you were there?
I'm like 90% sure because
Okay, well, you're not relevant to the story, so you were. You can say if you have anything to add after, you can add it.
Yeah.
It definitely makes sense that you were there, though.
Yes.
I just forgot because you're not relevant to the story, really.
Damn it.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
You're not me or Vinny or Malcolm. You're not one of the main players in the story. Anyway. So
Let's just calm down.
Anyway, Jackson. Oh, is that weight based?
Yes.
Interesting. Those things they just jump right into you and you just.
How many times I died on this level trying to 100% it? It's so awful.
Anyway, so time passes, Jackson. The doll eventually gets discovered by my sister. And she is a 5-year-old girl, so she cries. She goes crazy. She's so upset. And so my mom is like, what happened here, Ben? And I was like, oh, I mean, one time Vinny was sleeping over and he's the one that wrote on it. Like, I was super honest with her. I was like, I didn't try to stop him. I didn't, me and Ben didn't stop him, and we thought it was funny or whatever. But I'm really sorry. Like, I didn't mean for this to happen. Like, I'm sorry I made Molly so upset. And she was like, that's okay. I'm glad you're honest with me. And so she calls Vinny's mom. She asks Vinny what happened, and Vinny says, oh no, Malcolm did it. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, Malcolm did it. And I was like, Malcolm wasn't even there. And he's like, yeah, he was. So then this like fucking Malcolm was not there, right, man?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
This is one of my other friends, Malcolm, a really good friend of mine. We stayed friends until he transferred middle schools, and I know, like, I don't talk to him anymore, but Josh still does. I know he's still a cool guy and stuff. And oh my god, you're so greedy. You're so greedy. You're asking for death. So anyway, Jackson, so here's what ended up happening. Vinny's mom, very, very, very nice lady. At least I thought so. She cheated on her husband, but she just thought I was a liar, and my mom knew I was telling the truth. So the story, we had a falling out over this because he lied. Malcolm took the fall for him for some reason. He actually went along with his lie. So I looked like a liar. Ben knew what happened, so of course he believed me. I think we corroborated Ben's story, right?
Yeah.
And then the part of the story my mom always tells that I don't include because it doesn't matter to me is supposedly Vinny got Malcolm a Christmas present that year, which doesn't really make sense because they weren't like best friends or anything. And my mom was like, he totally paid him off, and I was like, I don't know about that, Mom. But basically, we had a falling out. Why are you?
I try spinning.
Trust me, this lizard's awful.
Okay. So anyway, Jackson, that's like the whole story. There's one more part of the story. My dad, if he wants to be, can be like a scary man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You met my dad, Jackson. And so one day when Malcolm was over, we were hanging out. He just like cornered him and was like, "Hey, did you do that actually?" And he was like, no. Like, he just told the truth. It was really like my dad just intimidated him.
Yeah.
I don't think he intimidated him into telling the truth. I think he was just in the moment. He just realized he needed to tell the truth to my dad. So Vinny's parents thought I was a liar because they thought their son was like sweet angel or whatever, right? 42 boxes. Ouch.
Yes.
Well, it's because I missed one of the secret levels.
The Brio.
But anyway, that's the end of that saga. We weren't friends anymore. I'm gonna be honest. When we got to middle school, we talked a little bit. We were on good enough terms. We weren't like friendly. We were like friends, but we were on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is a wild story. Super. It's just that. That's like one of the weird things that happens to you as a kid that you just never forget pretty much. It's so bizarre.
All right, can I tell the part of the story?
Oh, yeah. Tell your piece, Ben.
All right. So the reason I'm a part of this story is because I told him that my sister used to say, like mispronounce words, and for example, she would say "Sleeping Beauty" as "sweeping building."
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Ben B's the smoking gun. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's why I'm a part of this.
I was gonna segue this into other funny stories. The day I met Ben, his sister just like put jelly beans down his pants.
They were the first vodka flavored beans.
They were the cursed Harry Potter ones that tasted really bad.
Like vomit.
There was and they were vomiting and they were just down Ben's pants.
Yeah, that was funny though.
They were just like, smelly child 5-year-old.
And then she dropped one of my action figures in the cat litter box.
Yeah,
so I had to sweep it out because
there was the time she put an action figure in the cat litter. There was the time Ben had this big Palkia from Pokemon Pearl plush, and she dipped that in the toilet. It's a classic.
Yeah, my sister was kind of off the goop.
Huh.
Yeah, his sister was kind of evil, but like I thought it was funny because I was just there and just laughing. And you probably think it's funny now somewhat, right?
Kinda, yeah, but like it didn't feel funny.
Yeah, but sorry for just laughing at your pain. I have a couple more stories about my dad and Ben B in our house that I'm going to tell next time on Ben's Play. So, goodbye, everyone.